Right, thank you to all the fans who sent the questions in. We picked 10 of the best here, and I'm going to ask Lockers a few of them now. Number 1, this is from Matthew at Mini Dorber. Apart from the obvious, what was your funniest moment with the lads in the World Cup?
Yeah, apart from the obvious few. We went out for a meal. I don't know if you was there. It weren't team meals, just a few of us went to a sushi place, and I think we put the cards in at the end of the meal, something like that, prepared, and whoever got drawn out had to eat a big spoonful of wasabi. And it was Sam Tompkins got drawn out, so he necked the wasabi and ended up puking all his sushi up in the toilet, so that was a pretty funny moment.
Next one, John Alter, at John Alter. Lockers, you got any intention into going into coaching once you finish playing?
Yeah, I have. The last contract I signed with Wigan was kind of
a big one.
not that big. Yeah, it was a couple of years whenever I finished playing to go into the coaching side of things. Last few years at the club now, I've done bits with the futures, the scholars, that kind of stuff, and I'm helping out now with the under 19. So yes, it's something I've enjoyed doing, and hopefully when I do finish playing, there's still an offer there to join the club.
Number 3 from Jacob Brown, at Jacob Brown 47. Who is the best / toughest player you've ever played against? He says apart from Elliot and.
Yeah, I was going to say by yourself, Elliot. There's quite a few really. It's different positions, different players. It's normally your front rows, your toughest players you play against. I think in time in Super League, obvious ones, JP, Moz, and kind of blokes there. Very big ones, but just international scene. I always, a few times I played against Simon Seed, he was always a real tough bloke. Played against him, I think, for the Aussies and Fiji when he played for them in the World Cup. Other than that, Darryl Lockyer in a different sense, really. Not like a front row wise, but the way he played the game, that kind of stuff, he was a real tough person to come up against.
Brilliant. Next one from Ian Swift, the only Ian Swift. Which was better? I don't like this question. Grand final win with Wigan, or captain in England but not against Warrington Long?
Tough than mine.
What's what you say, Lockers?
I'm going to upset somebody, which I want to say. I don't think you can really compare them. I think when you start playing, you set your stall out to win trophies, to win playing grand finals, but I don't think you ever set down a stall to be captain of your country. I think that's something what just comes as a bit of a bonus, really. And your goal is to play for England, not to captain them. It's a different kind of thing. I think captaining England was more of an honour. To winning a grand final was an achievement. I see captaining as more of an honour. The achievements, getting in the side and playing for them. The captaincy is just a bonus on top of that.
Next one from Lucas Sutton. What is it like to be the captain of your country? I think you've just put that into a few words, but if you'd like to go again.
As I said before, yeah, very very proud moment when I got the call from Steve on that one. It was something I weren't really expecting. I obviously knew Kev had decided to hang his boots up internationally, and I knew my name would get tossed up a little bit about it, but I had no idea until I got the phone call of Steve. But it was a huge honour for me. Something I enjoyed doing last year, and hopefully I can get a few more opportunities to do in the future.
Brilliant. Next one, Tom Gray. Who was your inspiration growing up?
Probably my parents. My dad played. Never actually saw him play, but a lot of advice, that kind of thing. Growing up in Wigan as well, watching Wigan. Kind of blokes from that era I started watching were like Billy McGinty, Skerry, Cowie, quite all the old school forwards really. They were kind of players I looked at, and then when I started in the first team, both like Rads and Faz and then kind of players. Real good people to look up to and have around in the changing rooms as well. So yeah, they're probably my pick. How about you?
Mine's a bit later than that. Mine's like Faz. Yeah, Botica, that era, Robinson. When you sit on wall and watch Wigan. Yeah, so Twigamela was another favourite of mine. It's probably some of the old school again, Kewa, people like that. Next one from Will Riley. What is the week of an international like? How does training, nutrition and mental preparation, etc. all fall into place?
I think prep and nutrition wise they try to make you do all the right things, don't they? But I think training wise, I think at the end of the season you're just kind of ticking over a little bit. You know? You're not getting flogged week in, week out like you do during the year. Most of the lads have had a long, tough season, and it's probably more picking the sessions early on in the week. You'll do a bit more high intensity stuff and then kind of put the brakes on it a little bit just before the game. But I think it's always a bit different. Internationally, you train with different lads.
A bit of a buzz, isn't there?
Yeah, there's always that excitement about training. All the best players from the country training alongside us. There's always that kind of nice feeling about it. You enjoy going out there training.
Brilliant. Next one from Paul Banks. Sean, after a long hard season, do you think international friendlies is important before major tournaments like the Tri-Nations, or would all players benefit from the rest and come back fresh?
I think it's important to get that friendly in for us. I think where the playoffs are probably not as much this year with it being shorter playoffs, but some of the lads who were in England last year haven't played for like 5 weeks, haven't they? So it was probably more important for them to get a game than the lads who played in the grand final. But listen, whenever you come together as England, it's nice to just get that game where you blow the cobwebs out, mate. Just have a hit out, test the lungs a bit, but just try and get that continuity of play where you're playing. All the calls and that change from the club side, so it's nice to get a game under the belt and just get the calls on board.
Belton. Next one, Eric Windross. If both of you were comic/hero villains, who would you be? Start with you.
Do you want me the hero or the villain?
I'll be the hero.
So I'm a villain. Do you know what you're being?
I'll be Superman.
Superman. Villain.
No reason why, just Superman.
I'll be the Penguin then. no reason.
Maybe not Swiftler. Last one from Dave Musgrave. Sean, do you feel the England squad improves every year?
Yeah, I think it has done. I think probably that 2 years before the World Cup when I think there's a real change in that club mentality. Change towards that club mentality at England level. I think Steve come in and really earmarked the World Cup, didn't they? 2 years before that, and we spent quite a lot more time together on a regular basis than we during the season. I think that helps, but I think personnel-wise has changed a little bit over them few years, but I do think that the squad's got stronger and stronger. And I think the kind of core of the squad, the players that have been there for like 3 or 4 years, has kind of forming the nucleus of the team at the minute. And probably it's a young one as well, and I think that'll stay around for probably the next 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, me personally, from when I come in a few years ago, obviously I didn't have the experience before when people were saying there's a lot of club stuff going on, but since I've come on board we've been really united together, and ever since the World Cup I think we've gone forward, and like you said, Sean said, we've got a lot of young players, and I think leading up to these tests at the end of the year I think it's going to be special. So thank you for all your questions anyway.
Thank you.